Hey everybody, Michelle here. Um, I am making this video to do something that is extremely difficult for me, but I need some help. As you may or may not know, um, when I was a little girl, my mother met somebody and he proceeded to molest me from the time I was 7 until I was 15-ish. Somehow I rustled up the courage to tell somebody, and the thick of it was that he got arrested and he did some time, which has always been my saving grace to come out of this victorious. And through the grace of God, I came out of it. The abuse was not good. It was physical abuse, sexual abuse, you name it. And everybody believed him over me. And through that, I pretty much lost my entire family. My mother kicked me out of the house. And through the grace of God, I stayed with a wonderful family. I have always been blessed with my angels along the way. And that's why it's so difficult for me to have to ask this. But if I didn't feel that it was meant to be, I certainly would never do this. I'm used to being the helper and not the person that needs help. Although I do admit when I need help, and like I said, God has always taken care of me. But with that being said, the reason I feel like this is a blessing, because living out here in California and not in New York anymore, I never would have known this information had Bob Kelly and I not gone home 2 summers ago, where I was able to take them to my neck of the woods, and they got to meet my school friends and teachers, and we even got to see a friend from here out there. And in talking with one of my friends, she told me about this person, Gary Greenberg, who was fighting for New York State to pass the Child Victims Act. Now, what the Child Victims Act is that, first and foremost, what it is that science and health and medicine have come together and realized that there is now a vast amount of people that were abused, and now we're adults living with PTSD, obesity, addiction, the gamut. And I suffer from all of the above. I'm not putting that blame on anybody. I accept it as my responsibility to keep myself healthy and well. I always have. But this one time, I just can't. So for the past year and a half, February 14th, 2019, New York State signed the Child Victims Act. And then on August 14th, Governor Cuomo declared it law. And thank you, Governor Cuomo, for that. I really appreciate it. But the problem is that any law firm in New York glopped on to the Boy Scouts and the Catholic Church abuse, because obviously lawyers need to make their money, and they're pretty much, if you can prove it, they might be guaranteed a payday. So it's been very difficult for me to find an attorney that will take my case, because me now, I was able to take him to criminal court and I won. But now as an adult, I have the ability to bring a civil case against him. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. The reason I'm doing this is not for a monetary gain. It's for justice. When I was a child, and I did the hardest thing that I ever had to do, of sit in that courtroom and tell my story and give a room full of, like, a massive courtroom details of what this person did to me. I've already done that. And that's my victory. And like I said, God has always kept me protected. And now I am blessed with beyond measure to have Bob and Kelly in my life. A somewhat successful business when I am working. But the state of New York recognized that it gets a little crazy up here sometimes, you guys. You know, the nightmares. Just a whole gamut of things. I don't want a pity party. But what I do want to say is, I was finally able to find an attorney that will take my case, and he explained all the ramifications to me. But he wants a $5,000 retainer, which I do not have. This is important to me for another reason, is because I want Kelly to know that you can always stick up for yourself and always stand up for justice. I just need a little help. As of August 14th is the deadline for the 1-year look back, which means my time would be run out to file. So what I'm asking you guys, if you can at all donate anything. I need this, you guys. I need this as an adult. The 15, 16-year-old Michelle had that victory, but have lived my entire life feeling ashamed, feeling broken, at times just feeling crazy. I mean, it is what it is. It's been so long that some would say that that was my norm now. But I need justice. This adult woman, Michelle, needs this justice. For whatever reason. I don't want Gary Greenberg's work to be in vain. They fought so long and hard for victims like me. I mean, he marched all around the state and got this law passed for people like me. And now that it's 2020 and we know so much more about the repercussions of sexual abuse and the grooming process, I do believe that my mother was groomed once he found out that she was a single mother of 3 kids. But my victory was that I got him charged and he did time. I had to lose my entire family to do that, but it is what it is. I'm okay. Like, I'm still alive. I've made it this far. That's why I celebrate every birthday to the fullest extent, because when that person was doing stuff to me, I thought surely this was going to be the day that I die. So I hope that you would consider helping me so that I can get this process started before it's too late. If you've watched it this far, thank you, and thank you for understanding. Like I said at the start, it was very difficult for me, but I don't know any other way to do this. That's it. I love you. Thank you. Bye.